Hi, this is Dr. Sage Breslin, and this is Wisdom Wednesdays, the evening edition. I just wanted to share with you an idea, and this is that there is really no right choice. There's no right decision, there's no right thing to do or right thing to say. Honestly, it's all pretty subjective, and yet so many of us hold ourselves to this standard of doing things right, doing things correctly, making the right choice. And yet, where does the right thing, right decision come from? You could say, well, there's right and wrong. Well, who says? I honestly, have my personal values, and I think that certain things are right and wrong, but it's not because it's written down somewhere as such. You could look at things, from the perspective of culture or religion or law. And yes, those are all going to be prescriptions for doing things a certain way. But I'm not really sure that any of that is right. And yet, look at so many of us try to, adhere to these ideas, these directions, these values, these prescriptions. And what happens when we can't do the right thing? How do we feel? We may have a certain archetype or a certain way of being where, we feel like we have to do everything right. And if it's not so, we feel horrible. We feel anxious. So, what if you just gave yourself a break? What if you realized there is no right choice? There is no right decision. What would happen then? What if there is no right school to send your kids to? Maybe there are just schools. Maybe some would be closer to your preference. Maybe some would be closer to home. Maybe some have better reviews. What if there was no right relationship partner? What would happen then for you? Would it allow you to accept that you can choose to stay or go, and that it's just a choice rather than following a prescription because it's the right thing to do? What about sticking with the job or leaving it? What if there was no right choice? But what if one of those choices allowed you to feel better about yourself, or safer, or more respected? What if there wasn't any right choice about who your friends are? What if it's just what made you happier or what made you feel sad? So I'm wondering what would happen in your life if you let go of this idea of having to make the right choice and you simply looked at your choices as options. This is Dr. Sage Breslin. This is Wisdom Wednesdays, and my wisdom for the day is consider the standard you're holding yourself to. Ask yourself, where is it from? And does it deserve to be in your life? Does it, in fact, deserve to be controlling how you live your life? Have a wonderful night or day wherever you are.